Oh, buddy. Happy Friday, everybody. Happy Friday. We finally made it to the end of the week. And I'm drinking my fancy McDonald's iced coffee. Cheers. I had so much going on today, I couldn't even make my own coffee today. So, it's gonna be a quick live. Hope you guys make it. If you guys don't make it, you'll watch it again. I'll make sure to have a link and list it over here in public. Man, first of all, how's everybody doing? I hope you guys are having a wonderful Friday. Hopefully, not full of stress and chaos, but we made it this far. We made it to the week. We make it through the week. So, what's going on with me? Well, agoraphobia. That's what is happening right now. So, as most of you guys know, and if you don't know my story, by the way, if you're new here, my name is Gabriel. And I suffer from TBI, traumatic brain injury, PTSD, and agoraphobia. And there's a bunch of other disabilities that I don't even want to mention because I don't want to make this lifelong. But today I want to talk about agoraphobia. So, in a couple hours, I have to be in my son's school for an event, which I'm blessed. The sun is kicking in already. Okay. And I have to be there. I have to be in the school, which is not a problem. So, in the last 7 years, well, actually not 7 years, the last 13 years after my accident, I have developed anxiety, a little of depression, which I battled it out. Like, I fought it big time. But agoraphobia is one of those that I think I battle the most, at least in the last recent years. For those of you who don't know what agoraphobia is the fear of leaving your house. It's fear of being in public. And I'm talking about like feeling uncomfortable. I'm talking about feeling like you want to crawl back in your room and not even answer the phone because you feel like, I don't know, it's just a weird feeling. That agoraphobia was what pushed me into start reading, because I can actually detach from the real world and have like I don't know, like a semi-normal life at that. And it's hard to talk about. It's still hard to talk about. So why kicked in today again? Well, I've been fighting it and pushing through to leave my house since, I want to say, last September. Last September, I've been dedicated to face my fears. Like, I picked that for myself. A lot of my old friends and close acquaintances, they're like, dude, maybe this is not going to be too good for your own psyche, But what I'm supposed to do? Sit down and wait till this goes away? What if it never goes away? That's time in life that I'm wasting, And I've been proud of myself for the most part because, like I said, since last September, I've been traveling more. Every time that I get a chance, at least I go to Puerto Rico to visit my family at least once a month, sometimes twice. So it's been like playing the Bermuda Triangle, Puerto Rico, Florida, Vegas, Puerto Rico, Florida, Vegas, which is like, and if you suffer from agoraphobia, you'll realize that it's not the fear of getting on a plane, because I'm a pilot. I have a pilot license, which I'm not longer flying because of my conditions, but I still fly paramotors. That's one of the things that detaches me from the actual physical world sometimes. And I love flying, and I love it. I enjoy it. It has pushed me out of my comfort zone, to say the least. Now, let's face it, for me to fly, I have to go to an airport. Going to an airport, I'm surrounded by a bunch of strangers. And anxiety starts picking up because agoraphobia wants me to turn around and go home. So for the longest time, I was just traveling by driving, because at least I'm in my little comfort zone, or my little bubble, driving around, driving Miss Daisy, across the United States. Even on my Jeep, I decided to put a rooftop tent. Not because of the overlanding. I don't make overlanding videos. I go off-road, but I go off-road for different purposes. I just wanted to be alone or far away from people, because, like I said, the moment that I lost memory, I didn't know who's a friend and who's there to actually hurt me. So that confusion starts getting in your nerves. And, hi. I didn't even realize there's people here. Damn, man. I apologize. I know I started a live stream, but sometimes I forget that I'm not by myself. This is my diary. This is where Hi, Zachary. Appreciate it, bro. Thank you for all your support, guys. So, trying to catch a flight, I had to catch up thousands of people in front of me, hundreds of people around me, and me trying to keep it cool. Try to have a smile on my face, like I usually do. And I've been doing really good since September. Well, today the curveball I have is that I have to go to a school where there's kids, there's parents, there's everything. I haven't been in a school. I just became a dad again after 7 years, because for 7 years I didn't know if my son was alive or where he was. They were hiding it from me, and it took me 7 years to find him. And it's 7 years that I actually have been fighting agoraphobia in order to find my son. So that was my fuel, that was my purpose, that's what pushes me forward. And TBI doesn't help it, because my brain registers things very different, in a very deep way. How deep? Well, okay, let me explain it to you how I will actually register this right now. Right now, my life feels like I'm inside a raft. And that raft was just placed on the White River Rapids. And I only got one oar, no life vest. And I gotta keep my balance. I gotta keep paddling and paddling and paddling, no matter how scared I am of that damn river at this moment, or at that point in time. Because the options are, if I fall down in the rafter, I might not have a chance to get back up to keep paddling. If I get too scared and I jump out of the rafter, into the water, well, the current is gonna push me against the rock. I hit my head and I drowned. If I jump in the other side of the rafter into the water and I try to swim to shore, I'm gonna get tired swimming against the current and I'm gonna drown. So the only option over here is to keep paddling and paddling and paddling until eventually those white waters will come out to calm waters. But until then, your fear, your balance, your worries are out the window. Your only job is to keep paddling. That's where I am. And a lot of people say, hey, I don't get along with this person, I don't get along with that person. You know, I need more friends, I don't need more friends. In my case, I don't need no enemies because I'm the worst enemy of myself. My body says I have to go and do this. Yet my mind says, you should stay home. And let's face it, with everything that is happening in the world right now, we don't feel that confident or comfortable around airports. Which I know we're very safe, but how safe is safe? Who guarantees me that we're all safe? And safe is has a different meaning for a lot of people. Safe for me? Well, I can tell you one thing. As a veteran, when I told my team, we're gonna do this the safe way, I really meant the safe way because I'm trying to bring everybody back home to their families. You know? Let me move from here. And doing so, you know, trying to keep that promise, just like I have to keep a promise to my son that I will be there today. Just like I know that part of me says, you're not ready for this. But at the same time, when am I going to be ready? So that's the battle that I'm having today. Is the fact that I have a lot to do. Right now I'm packing. And if you're a veteran out there, thank you for your service. But if you're a veteran right there and you have some deployments on, you would understand that every time you pack, it no matter if it's a vacation, it no matter if it's for camping, it doesn't matter what you're packing for. At least for me, every time I'm packing, I feel like I'm getting ready for another deployment. And that's something that I have to live with. And I thought it would get easy. And it really doesn't. If anything, it gets harder. Yet, I have to be stronger. Courage. Yeah, we talk about courage, but being courageous and feeling courageous is two different worlds too. You know that yesterday evening, I almost called this whole community off because of self-doubt. Because part of me believes that I am so broken that I don't know what good I bring out to the world, to you. What can you possibly learn from me? And you want to stay in that course to continue. Which, thank you, by the way. I appreciate it for all the messages or encouragement, which is what pushed me today to do this live. I know you guys are a little busy today with work and everything, and you guys cannot be here present, but I promise you that once I get to Florida, I will find the time to do more lives and talk to you, because I do care. I have never, this last 13 years, I've been very alone. The last 7 started changing. Last year was a very, very lonely year for me. But I found music, I found art, I found reading, literature. Oh my God, I can't even say that word. Reading. But it's been a challenge. A challenge of what I'm proud of every day, even if it's 1% that I did better than yesterday, we celebrate that. I don't wait for nobody to celebrate for me. I'm very positive on that. So I appreciate it for you guys keeping me accountable. I guess we gotta take one step at a time. I know we can do this. I know we can do this. I know yesterday I was a little bummed because I didn't meant to hurt somebody. I didn't meant to trigger anybody or make them feel bad with what I say in my videos. But this is my oh dear diary. And my diary holds whatever I throw at him. Because when we keep things in our chest, they tend to hurt us more than when we speak it out loud. It's been already 2 weeks. 2 weeks of pushing myself and putting myself out there for the universe to either understand me or make a fool of myself. Nevertheless, I feel liberated. Not because of what I'm saying. Not because of what I'm saying. But because through you guys, I have gone so far that I haven't gone in the last 7 years. I was one of those people that kind of can't stand social media. But if it wasn't for social media, I wouldn't find you guys. You guys wouldn't find me neither. I'm still trying to find what value I bring to your life, to everybody's life, to this community. I'm no guru. I don't want to be an expert neither. I just trying to figure out, who am I? Who is Gabriel Rivera? Because I do remember who I was as a kid. I remember by pictures and what my parents say, but what about the rest of the years? There's like at least 10 years of my mind, of my memory, that are completely gone. So yeah, that's my situation today. Beautiful sky, although not even a cloud out there. Just a bunch of planes coming out of Vegas, and one of them is gonna be mine tonight. So, and I don't get home till probably 6 o'clock tomorrow morning. So, yeah, long day. But thank you for listening to me, for your support, for your attention, for your kindness, for your compassion, because all of those together is what keeps fueling me to continue. So with that said, God bless, have a wonderful weekend, and enjoy the rest of your day. To the next one.